Have you ever wondered why environmental conservation is not just a choice but a necessity? Well, today we will delve into the roots of this topic, starting from the inception of the National Environment Policy. In 2006, the National Environment Policy was born. This policy was not conceived in isolation. It builds upon various existing policies like the National Forest Policy of 1988, the National Conservation Strategy and Policy Statement on Environment and Development 1992, and the Policy Statement on Abatement of Pollution 1992, to name a few. The main intention of this policy was to serve as a guide in regulatory reform, environmental conservation projects, and review and enactment of legislation by central, state, and local governments. The dominant theme of this policy is the necessity of conservation of environmental resources. It emphasizes that conservation is essential not just for securing the livelihoods and well-being of all, but also asserts that the most secure basis for conservation is to ensure that people dependent on particular resources obtain better livelihoods from conservation than from degradation of the resource. In addition, the policy calls for partnerships of different stakeholders such as public agencies, local communities, academic and scientific institutions, the investment community, and international development partners. The idea is to harness their respective resources and strengths for environmental management. The National Environment Policy set forth several objectives relating to key environmental challenges. These objectives include conservation of critical environmental resources, intragenerational equity, intergenerational equity, integration of environmental concerns in economic and social development, efficiency in environmental resource use, environmental governance, and enhancement of resources for environmental conservation. Each of these objectives is crucial in its own way. For instance, the objective of conservation of critical environmental resources aims to protect and conserve critical ecological systems and resources, which are essential for life support, livelihoods, economic growth, and a broad conception of human well-being. On the other hand, the objective of intragenerational equity emphasizes equitable access to environmental resources and quality for all sections of society, especially the poor communities, which are most dependent on environmental resources for their livelihoods. The National Environment Policy of 2006 is a comprehensive guide aiming to address the environmental challenges of our times. However, the implementation of this policy is as crucial as the policy itself, if not more. In conclusion, environmental conservation is not just a duty, but a necessity. It's a commitment to our planet, to our future generations, and to ourselves. We are the custodians of this planet, and it's our responsibility to ensure its well-being. Supporting environmental conservation efforts is not just a choice, it's a call to action. We need to act now for a better tomorrow.